Welcome to the newest playthrough for Thursday and Friday, Sailor Moon Another Story. Now, this game's origin is a game that is available on the Super Famicom, meaning that it's Japan only, because America wasn't lucky to get any of the Sailor Moon games. France was! America wasn't. So, yeah, if you happen to got this game, it was basically translated in the English dub via Deek Dub. And that would be the bootleg version. But anyway, what you're listening to is the 16-bit version of Miracle Romance, which is the opening theme of the Japanese version, as well as the Viz dub, considering Viz now has control over Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon Crystal. And no, I'm not just playing this game because I heard Sailor Moon Crystal has a third season. That would just be shameless. Even though I am excited about Sailor Moon Crystal's third season. Anyway, let's start this new game. And yeah, as you can already see, I have a second game. But let's not worry about that for now. Right now, Luna has to get Usagi out of bed. Again. Just like the first episode of the original and the first episode of Crystal. Okay, not the first episode of Crystal. That's her mom's doing. But still. Mostly, some of the episodes would consist of Usagi being asleep and not wanting to get up. Ever. So, it would take a lot to wake her up. God forbid Chibi Moon had to resort to damn near strangling her by putting paper towels in her nose and covering her mouth. Because once Usagi's asleep, it's hard to wake her up. At all. As a matter of fact, this is as lazy as she's going to be. And this is as in character as it's going to get for Usagi. Honestly, you'll actually see some things that's out of character in this game, but it's exclusively in this game only. And let's do what everybody else would normally do if they're Usagi. No! And that would piss off Luna. Yeah, I don't want to be scratched again, so how about I just say yes? Now then, let's get up and head on out to see what in the world she's talking about. But we're gonna go with our diary. Your diary is going to be what your menu screen is in an RPG. It's basically telling you your items, your accessories, just about all you need. Oh, and if you want to save, that Luna-P right there, you can only save from that spot. There's Luna-P's far in between, but you'll still be able to save. Now, the reason why I didn't wait till the actual cutscene before the opening cinematic like I normally do. The opening cutscene cinematic in this game, I don't know if it's a translation or not. Oh, by the way, we're in Shingo's room. There's nothing here. I'm just using my RPG instincts to try to see if there's any treasure lying around, and there isn't. As I was saying, the version that I got has somewhat of a choppy dub. No, actually some letters missing, and it's very choppy at the beginning of the intro, so I just went straight to the title screen. Anyway, the gist is, there's some evil people known as the Opposite Senshi that's sending a comet this way to Earth. And they're planning on fucking up some shit. What kind of shit we're talking about? They're bringing back villains from Sailor Moon R, and Sailor Moon S. So yeah, they're fucking shit up. Anyway, talk to this hiker, she'll heal you. Oh, and you'll be hearing this theme a lot too. That means that bad shit is about to happen. So let's head over to Osa-P. That's where we need to go. And Osa-P is where you're going to also get your equipment from. Which is ironic enough. So let's head over there, and hopefully I didn't get lost because I just recently played this. Good Lord have mercy. How did I get lost? Yeah, I definitely went the wrong way. Osa-P is right there. There we go. That's where we need to go. I think there was somebody that tells you that Osa-P had some sort of trouble in it. But unfortunately, none of these guys are the people. They're all just in eternal bliss, just telling you all sorts of stupid stuff. But we're also introduced to Naru. Now, Naru in Sailor Moon is basically our solidified butt monkey. She was the first victim in Sailor Moon to be attacked by the Yoma, which are servants of Queen Beryl. And also, she ended up being the butt monkey throughout the entirety of Season 1 and most parts of Season 2, but that came to an end in Season 3. Anyway, speaking of Season 3, that diamond was also from Season 3 as well. So let's beat the hell out of it. Why not? So let's... Well, of course, we're gonna have to get through the introduction first. She only does this once. Once throughout this entirety of the game. Anyway, let's take on Persian Cut. But that's not her actual name. I'm not gonna go to the technicalities. Let's just beat the hell out of it. Anyway, what I'm showing off is the formations. I'm also showing off the blink attacks, the joint attacks, the items, and also the defense button. So what you need to do is, in order to attack, you can use where the wand is, which will be your magic attacks. And I could throw one more tiara just for the hell of it. One thing I can say, the monster's attacks are random. Until they start using spells later on. Now then, you can use physical attacks to pretty much kill off this thing, and I was lucky to get 11. I really was. If all else failed, there was actually an item called the Sailor Moon Cup. A Holy Cup. I think that's what it is. If I would have used that, I would have healed all my health, went up to 6 CP, and just continued the fight. You'll probably have to use that eventually. Sorry about that, had to get something to drink. Anyway, what was EP anyway? EP is the energy points you use to do all your spells. And speaking of spells, or somebody who happens to be the victim of spells just about every season, this is Mamoru. More often than not, he is the person that is going to take the most trauma. Let's put it to you like this. The man's been killed twice, the man has been put under several spells, and the only thing he does throughout the entirety of the season is throw a rose. Although that's been fixed in Crystal, that's a different story. Oh, by the way, this is Kunzite. Kunzite is only here to warn him about what the Opposito scouts are doing to the past. And because of their actions, it's having a negative effect on the present. And it's also having a negative effect on the future. And they need to be stopped. So that's basically the gist of what's going on. And what Kunzite is telling him. So, in other words, evil scouts causing trouble. We gotta beat the crap out of them. Just hope that Mamoru does not get into the way of any sort of spell. That would be really disastrous. Anyway, where Mamoru is standing right now is actually Elysium. But Elysium doesn't exist until Season 4. That is really mind-numbing. And he also has the golden crystal in his hands. So that too is mind-numbing as well. Considering this game happens between 3 and 4, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that is the golden crystal that he has in his possession. And now, Sailor Moon has to tell everybody exactly what's going on with Yoma attacking Naru's store just about a few minutes ago. Yeah. Didn't mean Yoma, I meant Diamond. Whatever one. But the fact is, Naru was the victim of some sort of monster of the week, and now Sailor Moon is definitely distracted by the fact that Ami, of all people, came in late. And the reason why she came in late is because of the fact that she was dating a boy, or actually I should say, talking to a boy who she happened to met in Season 1 of the show. Urara, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the name of the guy who happened to be one of the vessels for Yoma. Go figure. So, he's here too. And this conversation went from warning everybody about the Diamond appearing, to prying into Amy's personal business, to talking about boys. It is amazing how every episode, these guys tend to veer off the subject of danger to talk about boys. But hell, that's what makes this show hilarious. And that's what I like. The fact that they throw in humor in serious situations. So, I can point out one other thing about Amy, which has been hammered in Super S. When it comes to love, she is real dense. Also, she is highly allergic to love letters. In fact, a single love letter will make Amy break out in hives. That is how bad she is as far as love is concerned. As a matter of fact, she's still blushing after everybody mentioned it. And I do believe that is Yuroichi, if I'm not mistaken. No, Yuichiro. Yuichiro, that's what his name is. God damn it, why did I say Yuichi? It's Yuichiro. And him, my god, he is a case himself. Season 3 was like the only episode they only had one episode with him, and he just pretty much jumped to conclusions and almost beat the crap, or attempted to beat the crap out of Haruka, and it ended in total embarrassment. Anyway, like I said, it veered from the topic of enemies from the past coming back, to everyone talking about their boyfriends. It's like, how do these girls get something done is beyond me. But again, the humor aspect, that's all it is. And that's what I say about the out of characters at some point. There's just some points in this game where they literally step out of characters and start being things that they're not. Like, for instance, Usagi actually was the first person to tell everybody that danger's afoot. And Ami was the one that pretty much threw everything off from being, oh god, serious situation, to fun and goofy situation, which definitely threw things off. And now, they're gonna do something that they are known for every season. Stalking Ami. Or stalking said friend to see what kind of situation they're getting themselves in. It never fails. It's in every single season. Trust me. The thing is, it's even funnier in Stars. Oh, by the way, Stars coming to America and also eventually is going to be dubbed by Viz. Hell yes. But anyway, we will be seeing exactly what Amy is up to in the next part. This is RVMan985. See you guys in part 2 of Sailor Moon, Another Story.